Welcome to another episode of Nass the Pod. I'm here with another special guest. Where is Ace? Ace the God.
What's going on?
Take the floor, man.
Shit. I don't know what to say. It's my first interview. Shout out to Nass for bringing me on. This is a crazy experience. I'm glad to be here, man. I'm blessed to be here. Honestly, bro, real shit, thank you, bro. I mean, your very first guest on here. I know you had somebody else on here the other time. You had your cousin Adrian on here. Now I'm on here. So this is cool, man. This is a part of history. You know what I'm saying? This is the start of history right here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter, like, how far this goes or whatever. Like, I already know, like this moment right here, like this existing right here, like I'm definitely gonna go on and be like, you know what, like on this date, like I was here with Ace, we locked in, like it's not gonna be the last time either. Like Ace is one of those guys that, like, you know, he's been on my list like for a long time, and he's not gonna say because he's Mr. Humble, but he's also honestly a big reason why I'm here. So had to have my brother on. Short story, I met Ace summer of 2019, fall 2019. After Merrimack, I had a semester left, but obviously I needed money, so I applied to Nike in Somerville at Assembly Row, and my first day, I think I spotted him. I think he was at the register, but I went in for my interview. He was he was at the register, just, you know, getting busy, just, you know, just being a great customer rep.
Yo, shout out 194.
Oh my God, 194, man. Crazy. You know, Pef actually DM'd me on IG. Yeah, he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, like it was like 3 a.m. too." Bro, but I didn't have him on IG, so like he had me on IG, and it was under like requests, like the DMs. Mm-hmm. So I click it, and he was like, "Yo, I need like your heart intake." It was like the night Harden got traded to the Clippers, so he was like, "Oh, I want your heart intake." So I was just laughing. So shout out Pef, 194. But yeah, that's where I met Ace. Went full time. We were there for like 3 years. But that's what the relationship is. Yeah. And that's why he is here today. Big content creator. Like I said, he's Mr. Humble. So like this guy's a big deal. He is a very, very big deal. But like I said, it's a pleasure. Thank you for taking time out of your day. Bro, come and support. You already know me, you, and JD. Shout out JD too.
Shout out JD, bro.
JD's so real.
Shout out JD.
One day I was in, I think it was like women's sportswear. And we were like, it was me, JD, and Ace. We were just trying to kill time on the clock. And, you know, these JD and Ace specifically were just like, bro, like, just go and do that NBA podcast shit. Like, just go ahead, just do it. And, man, I mean, I don't want to say the rest was history, but we're here right now. The man already said it was history. So, you know, we're going to have a jam-packed episode. I'm going to ask Ace a bunch of, you know, NBA stuff in his streaming career, and it should be a fun one. So, start us off, Ace.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard, you know. The NBA is a lot of talent in the league. Everyone's got a different favorite player, or everyone's got like 10 favorite players. You know, I'm one of them. But if you had to pick 5 guys to look out the next like 5 or so years, regardless of age, it doesn't even matter. You know, just
next 5 guys, look out for the next 5 or so years. Yeah.
You an NBA junkie like I am.
Yeah, you know? I just like watching hoop.
This guy is in the comments. He's in the likes. Like, there's no account I have that he don't have. So
I'm in the comments. I'm always commenting. First off, Wemby. I mean, without a doubt, you can't even say top 5 in the future without saying Wemby. If he stays healthy, I feel like that's like something that's like the least of his worries, though. Yeah. Because he does his conditioning, he does his flexibility training. Yeah. He seems perfectly fine. He hasn't had a major injury or such since. He hasn't had a minor injury that we know of. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So he seems fine. He does the proper conditioning. I'm excited to see where it goes. So I'm going to say Wemby. Wemby 1. Shea. Shea's another. I think Shea's going to solidify himself to be in, like, the Thunder top ranks. Like, this is one of our players that we had that we're going to retire his jersey in the next 5 years. If he could do that, regardless if they win a ring or not. Yeah. The way he's playing, he's going to be up there with, like, Thunder Hall of Fame with, like, motherfucking, like, well, Seattle Sonics Thunder Hall of Fame. Or, like, fucking Sean Kemp, KD, Russ. Yeah. Maybe Harden gets there. Maybe I don't know about Harden. I got some interesting takes on Harden. Maybe Harden gets there. But Shea gonna solidify his name and be up there. So I'll say Shea. And who else?
There's a lot. I mean, you got
There's a
time.
lot.
You got time. We got time. So I mean, you can really decipher who.
I'm really gonna pick some of the rookies here. I'm gonna say Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren's one too, because like with the new way that hoops is happening, the tall guys who could do everything that 3-level scorer that are defenders, they're gonna run the league soon, because it's like, how do you even guard these
You
guys?
can't.
It's like we're thinking KD's unstoppable now. These niggas is 7 feet and can dribble. These niggas is like
Pulling
getting
out.
the ball off the break, and then they're pushing the floor. And then I seen Wemby stop and pop for a Trae.
I know.
That nigga like 7'5".
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So how we gonna guard that? We thought KD was bad. KD got a hezzy pull up. You know what I'm saying? If Wemby get a hezzy pull up, it's clip. It's clip. Niggas can't already contest him now. Like if he get a hezzy pull up, it's over with.
No hand up either.
So, no hand ups. Like it doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So Chet Holmgren, Wemby, Shea.
Yeah.
Let me see.
2 spots.
Two spots left.
2 spots. That's a
I
hell of a 3 though. It's a hell of a 3 to start.
It's hell of a 3.
Hell of a 3.
I would say Tatum, but I feel like Tatum's already on the superstar level, so we're already watching out for Tatum.
Okay.
We're already watching out for
Okay.
Luka.
Yeah.
We're already watching out for Jokic. And,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who else? Let me see. I'm gonna have to get a sleeper pick in.
I know.
Let me see. Who else? Let me see. Coming into the league.
It's tough.
This is so tough.
It's
Like,
tough,
this is
man.
such a hard, because there's so much talent, bro. Every single year, the next year's draft's gonna be crazy too.
Yeah, I know.
Let me see.
That's crazy.
is
It's crazy.
tough.
Like, and Chet and Wemby, like, while you're thinking about that one, Chet and Wemby, like, that to me, I think that's gonna be like the next like rivalry.
That's
like
next
the next
rivalry.
like mano y mano, kind of like
Yeah.
the, LeBron Steph or LeBron KD, like those type of like mano y mano, like individual, like
who's better
I
for
think
you?
it's gonna be Chet and Wemby. We saw they played in was it the preseason?
The
You saw
summer league.
Summer league,
yeah, summer
and
league.
like they were.
It was preseason.
They were giving each other work.
Yeah.
They were giving each other work. So,
let me see. Ant-Man too. Ant-Man, I feel like he's on the rise. Like this is gonna be the season where he puts niggas on notice. Niggas is already calling Ant-Man Michael Jordan. That's it. They're saying he's the next Mike.
That's nuts.
I think for the next 5 we watch Ant-Man, bro. Because this season he's coming. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That Celtics game, bro, where he did that, like I'm telling you, the next 4 straight shots down the court, he's like, get out the way, I'm shooting. I don't care if I make it or miss. He missed one, came back down the court again to shoot another one.
Same confidence.
Same confidence. He's like, all right, didn't blink. So I think Ant-Man's that 4th. This is gonna be the season where he put us on notice. I feel like he's already doing it now. Shooting really well.
Yeah.
He's gonna put us on notice.
He's shooting that rock.
He's shooting
He's really shooting that rock right now.
So.
Last spot.
Last
spot, man. Last spot.
I really like what Tyrese Haliburton's doing. I don't know if I want to give him that last spot, bro. I really gotta think about it.
You can keep going. You can keep going.
I really like what Tyrese Haliburton doing, bro, because I knew he was gonna be good. We already knew he had the funky jumper. I already knew it. Like the first season he came in, remember Fantasy League? When I drafted him in Fantasy League, and y'all were like Tyrese Haliburton. I was like, watch my nigga Halibeezy. He's gonna shoot the lights out.
Nah, they weren't giving you work for that. They weren't giving you work.
Like 45%, like 40 to 50% his rookie year on shooting. And he blessed my fantasy because I always won field goal percentage because
you won that year, right? Did you win that year?
I think I got first or second place. First or second.
Was it Bentley? Who won?
I think it was Bentley or something like that. I got knocked out. I was one of the top teams though, but I got knocked out. I didn't win. I was sick though. I was sick.
Damn. Nah, your team was stacked. Eddie had a really good team.
Eddie,
too.
I think, yeah.
Eddie had a really good team. Shout out Bentley too, because I think he was the one that won.
Yeah.
I won that for Fantasy League. Oh my god.
I was sick, bro. I thought it was gonna be it. I'm just glad we ain't put nothing on the line because I would have lost whatever I had.
What?
You know what I'm saying? But Haliburton. I feel like this new wave of a triple-double point guard is going to be like the new standard for like best in the league. Like you're going to have to be able to be like a point guard who one has size, one who can orchestrate, not only for yourself but for your teammates too.
Yeah.
Points, rebounds, assists, you got to do it all. And on top of that, you're going to have to be efficient. Like these new dudes, Luka Doncic, the dude's a small forward damn near, but he plays point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like
he's a 3.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely a 3, but plays the point. Ben Simmons was like one of the first times we seen like a 6'9" dude as a point guard. You know what I'm saying? We seen him with Magic Johnson.
Yeah, he was getting LeBron comps early.
Mm-hmm. But like I feel like with Ben is like where we like started seeing like these unicorn point guards really start to come out. With like Ben Simmons, 6'9" point guard, and it's Luka. Then we got Haliburton. Then we got LaMelo, who's 6'6" too.
Yeah.
These super tall point guards who are handling the ball, shooting high clips. moving the rock.
They're so hard
Like
to cover.
that's gonna be the standard now, bro.
So
Like
hard to cover.
so, I think Haliburton might be if in the next 5 years, if the Pacers could kind of push themselves to get a better roster, they keep Haliburton so they can kind of get some more spotlight.
Yeah.
He could be like that template point guard, which are like teams are like, this is the point guard we want. That's the new standard for great point guard. I think Haliburton's gonna be that one. Honorable mention LaMelo, just because LaMelo has the kids on lock too.
Yeah,
he got that younger generation on lock. Like once he revolutionized, like once you changed like Melo from Carmelo to LaMelo, I was like, yeah.
It was early too.
It was early. It was
ripping the Lambo like at 16. Like the LaMelo like young generation like surge. That was crazy. That was a great honorable mention. But that's a tough 5. Wemby, Tyrese Haliburton, Chet, Ant, and Shea.
Yeah.
The craziest part is those 5 could play together.
That's a crazy 5.
Like that is a scary crazy 5.
I hope that never happens. If it does happen, I hope they play in the Celtics. I hope they play in the Celtics if it happens.
Banners.
I do not want to see that happen unless it's on the C's.
That's a crazy 5.
Yeah,
speaking of the C's, so obviously, I know you mentioned how Ant challenged Tatum those last like 7 to 10 minutes, the fourth quarter overtime, and like we saw it. This was like, I wouldn't want to say the arrival of Ant-Man because he's been in the playoffs twice. He hasn't won either series, but he's played well. You know what I mean? So everyone's kind of seen like, okay, Ant is really ascending to this level. Yeah. But that particular like two-way performance that night against that team and against Tatum, a guy who's as accomplished as any youngster in the league. Like there's probably what, just MVP that he hasn't gone. Obviously a ring, we know that, but like in terms of like individual accolades, he's done everything basically. Yeah. So I was just so caught when I saw that. I was so distraught. I was like distraught, but a piece of me was actually happy because I was just like, there's so much talent in the league.
So much talent, bro. Like
oh my god.
It's like what's even crazier too is like us being the basketball fans we are, we're just fans of the game naturally. Of course, we're like Celtics fans and all.
Of course, yeah.
But us being natural fans of the game, we can't hate on good hoop. When Jimmy Butler was busting our ass last year, I was like, Jimmy Butler, I hate you, but yo, this is amazing basketball. I can't
magical. This is magical.
I was mad as hell, but I was like, yo, this dude is going off. And it was good to see. It was good to see a great high level hoop and somebody really take control of the game. That's always a good thing to see.
Nah, seriously.
But that's what low-key became my issue with Jason Tatum too. I'm not gonna lie. Because Jason Tatum is one of my favorite players, but I need him to have that dog mentality that Ant-Man had that night.
I know.
That like
the dog mentality is like, I don't even know how to even like measure it anymore. Because it's like, what's a dog? You know what I mean? Like obviously Ant's actually a dog. Like he fits, you know what I mean? Like he's gonna talk about it and he's gonna walk. Yep. You know what I mean? So Tatum, and it's not even like Tatum's not a dog. Tatum's a dog. Like 50 point game 7 last year.
Yeah,
like that's like but I know what you mean. There's like a certain level of like aggression and urgency that you just want to see. And it's not even just him.
Yeah.
Sometimes Jalen has moments where he shows it, but I don't know if it's because like he doesn't want to step on Tatum's toes because everyone knows that this is Tatum's team.
Yeah.
It is Tatum's team. Like Jalen Brown just got paid like franchise superstar money.
Yeah, but Tatum
franchise superstar. Yeah. But everyone knows that this is Tatum's team. Yeah. He's next. Yeah. So he's gonna get even more. But I feel like that's just the last notch for them. It's like I don't even know how to really even like phrase it, but figuring out like in those moments how to just, you know what I mean, like buckle up. Like Jimmy's a dog. Jimmy and Ant, like they have a lot of like common denominators in terms of just like really expressing themselves. Like obviously big moments, like they embrace that. Not all players embrace it. Not to say that Jason and Jalen don't. Like theirs is as accomplished as any young duo like ever. Basically, they just need that ring. But
just need that ring. We need that. We need a team.
But this, you think this is the team? Do you think this team, the way it's constructed right now, this is gonna get it done?
This is the best I felt about a Celtics team in a minute. Like I like the way the roster looks. It seems like everybody's coming in so improved. Yeah. Even Mazzulla, like even seeing Mazzulla like late in that Timberwolves game, he called a timeout. I know. Last year Joe wasn't calling no timeout.
No timeout.
He was like, "Fuck it, run it." 30 seconds left, full sending. Niggas just whoever score. He ain't drawing up no plays.
Like it's LA Fitness.
LA Fitness, just rec runs the whole time. But now it was good to see that. I feel like this is that team. Besides that bench, the bench is like, it's something where it's so like, you might get a good night from the bench, you might not. Peyton Pritchard might give you 15, he might give you 2. Luke Cornett might give you a couple. But I feel like it's not even an issue so much as we need more players. I think we just have to go deeper into the rotation, especially this early in the season where we have like a pretty good record. I feel like we could experiment. Like, we have a Delano Banton on the bench. We can see what he got. You know what I'm saying? O'Shea Brissett gave us great energy off the bench, especially on the glass.
Yeah, he be on the offensive boards.
He be on the glass. I like seeing Lamar Stevens in the preseason too. Lamar Stevens, bro, the dude he looked like a flat-out scorer. You know what I'm saying? He can come off the bench and give you like...
All those guys are long, too.
We got great size. Probably some of the best size in the league. Pause. I mean, best size in the league, but
sorry, that moment was gonna come. It was gonna come. It was gonna come.
But man, I want to see it. I want to see it work. I want to see him dive into the rotation a little bit more.
Yeah.
What do you think though? Like about bench wise, like if we were to get a player, like if we were to make any adjustments to the roster, who would you want us to have on that team? Like pick anybody.
My boy, my old roommate from Merrimack, my man Mikey. Shout out Mikey. What's good, Mike? He hit my group chat and he asked me. He was like, "Oh, what guy do you think the Celtics like need, like if it was anyone?" Basically the same question. And I told him if I knew the Clippers were gonna be dumb, I would have told them to go get Robert Covington, because I feel like Covington, specifically on that Rockets team in the bubble, when they traded Capella to open more space for Westbrook, Covington had to play the 5 a lot. And he's a knockdown shooter. So I was like, for this type of basketball that we're trying to play right now, a vet who's been to the playoffs, he's a grown-up, which is something that I feel like that specific Celtics locker room the past couple of years, it felt like we needed that. We've only had like Marcus Smart. And Jalen and Tatum, like you can't tell them to be grown-ups. Like they've been asked to be grown-ups since they came into the league, you know what I mean? So they've obviously matured, but Covington, just what he brings, like that would have been such a scary lineup. Like Drew Holiday, Robert Covington, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Derek White. Like
is really insane.
Where's the weakness?
Yeah, where's the weakness? Where's the weakness?
Like where?
Yeah.
Even coming into this year, even after the Holiday trade, like I was like, listen, like if Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are our secondary like best defenders, like on that back line behind Drew and Derek White, like that's a great problem to have.
That is a great problem to have.
So yeah, but not Covington. Just in the non-Porzingis minutes. But obviously, I'm just being very conscious about, Porzingis and health. I just, we just gotta knock on wood. I just need him to just
oh my goodness,
stay, bro. Just stay healthy, man.
Yo, speaking of healthy, Robert Williams, bro.
I know.
It sucked to see him go, but when we traded him, I was like, all right, we know he's really injury prone. This was for the best. I hate to see that for Rob Williams.
It was
I hate to see it. I never wanted to see it, but like it was almost inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Because ever since he came into the league, even when in college, he was kind of dealing with a little bit of issues. But when he came into the league, like the issues was just kind of, what I'm saying?
For sure.
Kind of thing too. Sure. I feel like that's what kind of dropped his draft stock a little bit.
Yeah.
Was like the health.
Oh my God, when he was right.
When he was right, yeah.
I was talking to a coworker of mine this past week, and we were talking about Rob, and I asked him, I was like, when do you think the last time Robert Williams was actually 100% healthy? Like, do we even know if he was even healthy last playoffs?
Yeah, we don't.
We don't even know that in the finals, we know he wasn't healthy.
Yeah.
Like, when was he last truly healthy? And then in between, he was always missing games. Like,
yeah. On some rest stuff, so I saw some a little, you know what I'm saying? Some guy like yeah, I also heard like, even when he was playing with us, the trainers told him like his knee condition, he could still play with it because it's not going to get any worse. So I was like, man, so the dude's never been healthy, you know what I'm saying? So
he's been going through
He's been going through it, bro. It sucks to see that, bro, because honestly, I feel like injuries is like the worst part of the game, bro. Like we get robbed of so much great players because of injury. D-Roy, Greg Oden, like robbed us so much good. I don't know, wasn't Yao Ming struggling with some injuries too? A little bit. I thought he retired a little early.
His career was real short.
Yeah,
it might have been like his peak was probably like 5 years maybe.
Yeah, bro. So injuries fuck up the game. That's the worst part of the game. Like that's the worst part of the game, bro. I swear. But
I mean, we saw it even when KD and LeBron, like when they faced off like early this year, and it was like the first time they faced off since like I don't even know. Was it like
In a minute.
2018?
Yeah,
like
that was a grip.
back with like the Lonzo BI Lakers, like with
Yeah.
Kuzma. Like that's nuts.
That's crazy.
Like KD went to Brooklyn and I don't even think they even like faced off. Like one of them was always hurt, like with something. So, nah, you don't want to take the injuries for granted, especially with this generation. Like Steph and LeBron and KD, like those guys only have like so much left. Not just like their like time left in the league, but just at this like superstar level. Like Steph's like 35 and he's averaging like 31,
30 balls,
shooting like
easy.
50, 90.
It's
like
the dude don't age, bro.
It's like when is the fall off? Like you gotta appreciate it like now.
Yeah.
Like now. So
bro, that guy is ridiculous, bro.
Nah, he's nuts.
Is actually that's actually insane. Like he's hands down the greatest shooter I've ever seen in my life.
Nah, that's insane.
I thought it was Ray, but like me being a Celtics fan, of course I'm gonna say it's Ray.
Of course.
I was holding on to that for so long, but I was like, bro, there's nobody who like shoots the ball every single time, no matter what position, no matter who's guarding him, no matter what difficulty the shot is, no matter the shot quality. Every time he shoots it, you're like, oh shit, that might go in. Niggas look at it like, if he shoots it over 3 niggas fading, niggas was like, oh, that might go in.
Every time.
It's fucking, if Michael Porter or who's another great shooter in the league? Who's been shooting a high clip?
Like, Buddy Hield.
He shoots great. Oh, he's like, what? Fastest person hit like 1,000 threes.
Yeah, it was something.
I think that's the biggest threat to Steph's record. I'm gonna say that later, but yeah, bro. If Buddy Hield shoots a 3,
not a bad guess.
Over 3 niggas fading, niggas like, what the fuck is he doing?
I know.
But if it's like what is he doing? But if Curry shoots over 3 niggas and it's like fading, everybody's like, yo, that might go in. That's Curry. It might go in. He could shoot a half court. That might go in. That's like one of the first times I've ever like that might go in.
I know, on ball, off ball, like
doesn't matter.
His gravity is nuts. Like he really like single handedly like just changed the whole landscape of basketball. I won't even say the NBA. Like literally basketball. If you go to AAU tourney, like if you go to an AAU tourney like 5 years ago and go to an AAU tourney like this weekend, basketball is just played different,
bro. Like that 3 balls become such a necessity to the game. Like you have to have that 3 ball.
You have to have it.
It's crazy.
I was listening to a podcast 2 days ago, and someone was saying that like Timothy Mozgov would not get any first. Timothy Mozgov wouldn't get any bird in this generation.
Timothy Mozgov, yo, remember he had that one good season with the Cavs?
Yeah.
The Lakers gave him some filthy contracts. Yo, the Lakers gave him some filthy contracts.
What?
For him to play the worst basketball of his life.
Timothy Mozgov, man, he was huge.
He ran off with a check.
Nah, he came here, ran it up, and was out of there. I don't even know where he's from. Where's he from?
He's from like Turkey. Is he?
Somewhere there. Like a Slovenia, one of those,
He ran up a check. Luol Deng ran up a check too.
Yeah, Luol Deng ran up a big check.
Mean check off the Lakers. They still paying them now, are they?
I was about to ask you if they still are.
I think they still are. On some crazy contracts.
I wonder how that works too, because like Rob Pelinka wasn't like the GM when he was when he gave him that deal. I don't know. But like regardless, because like if that GM gave him that deal, like it doesn't matter. It's on the books. Yeah. Like the Lakers, like it's on the ownership books. He's paying
the salary.
So now you got Rob Pelinka, who probably didn't even make that deal. He probably wouldn't have, no matter how faded he is. Yeah. He wouldn't make that deal. Now he comes on, he gets promoted to that role, but he's got to eat that contract. And now they're telling him, all right, fix this. The last guy who was here made a mess. Fix it. Yeah. It's crazy. That sucks. It's really nuts. Sheesh.
I thought that's one of like the least of the Lakers worry, especially with the amount of money they got. And like how they're such a free agent destination. Like who wouldn't want to play for
It's
Lakers?
nuts.
You know what I'm saying?
They've had like
it's so crazy. Like all you gotta do is like, yo, extend the invite, and then people would genuinely players would genuinely consider playing for your franchise.
Nah,
this is the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? We want to play for the Lakers. So it's a cool spot though. What do you think about Klay? You think Klay is this a decline for Klay? I've been seeing Klay play, and I'm telling you, I'm seeing like more often where Klay is shooting like horrific shooting nights. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm seeing like bad shooting nights from Klay where he just can't seem to buy a bucket. And I'm starting to wonder, like, is this a decline for Klay? Like, is this like he'll have some games where he's shooting a high clip, or he's knocking them down, but I'm seeing more frequently where Klay is shooting like 3 for 14 or like putting up tour dates, bro. Like, is this a decline for Klay? Is this where he goes down, bro?
Bro, last year, I I was kind of like defending Klay like the past like year and a half because like people don't really understand like rehab and like I've never torn my Achilles. I don't know if you have or like ACL or whatever, but like you can imagine like the rehab process from that. And he hadn't been in a training camp even when he came back the year they won.
Yeah,
I don't think he wasn't cleared for training camp that offseason prior to the season. So he came back, played his way into shape. Then they won the ring, and then his legs, were kind of free, and he could kind of retone his body and then get back into training camp. So I felt like he hadn't been in a training camp or had a normal, like, legit off-season where he wasn't rehabbing just to get back to being normal in a couple years. So, like, I was always hesitant to, like, kind of be like, Klay kind of fell off. But then, like, last year in the playoffs, bro, he played, like, it was pretty underwhelming. It was pretty tough. It's tough to watch.
Yeah.
Because, like, Steph is... The level Steph has played at the past, like... I can't even say the past, like, 2 years. Because, obviously, he's been at this level, honestly, since, like, literally 2016. Yeah. But the injuries here and there, and obviously he's had some misfortunes with, like, his team and whatnot. But Klay... Him being, like, there, if he was just playing at, like, all-star level Klay... I feel like they would have had a different series last year. Because the way the Lakers beat them, the Lakers weren't even that great last year. They weren't even that
great last year.
So for them to put it together and then the way they beat them, I was just like...
It was like, damn. It was tough seeing, bro. It was really tough seeing. I mean, I don't like seeing Klay play like that, bro. I feel like he still got it in him, but it's just something. It's really hard to mentally come back. I feel like that's like the hardest part.
Yeah.
When you get that injury. The physical is like, all right, you go through rehab. I'm not saying that's easy.
Yeah.
But mental is definitely harder to come back from the physicals. Once your body heals, you got to get your mind to heal too. Like, all right, I got to get back to playing because that injury always might be at the back of your mind. You see it with a bunch of players. Like Oladipo, you kind of see that too. Like he's a little bit scared. I seen LaMelo, remember his ankle injury from like last season.
Yeah, that was kind of nasty too.
Yeah, he had an ankle injury. He's been dealing with some ankle injuries. So when he shoots, you kind of see that he'll shoot off one leg now a little bit.
He does a couple clips. He don't even like really be jumping either. He just
So like there's just little stuff like that. The mental part that affects your whole game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you're tweaking stuff. You're shooting a little different. You're not really as focused.
Bro, I swear, like I don't know why LaMelo. I feel like LaMelo could just be him. Like I feel like it's just like you mentioned how like he's just this long point guard. Like you saw the way he like plucked Tyrese. Was it last week?
Yeah, for the game.
Tyrese was going away for the game.
Sheesh.
I was like,
hold on.
I was like, okay.
I didn't expect that.
I didn't
expect that.
I didn't. So
I'm
like,
glad
I
I seen
know. Speaking of them, this leads me to my next like tangent. And I know you mentioned Tyrese, LaMelo, but I saw this online. I thought it'd be a fun discussion. But if you were a GM and you had these three point guards on the board. You know what I mean? You knew I was going to hit you with one.
Oh, man.
Tyrese Haliburton's on the board.
Yeah.
Trae Young is on the board. And who's the last one you just mentioned him? Oh, LaMelo Ball. LaMelo's on the board. LaMelo, Tyrese, Trae. They're on the board. And they're all... The most beautiful part about the discussion is that they're all, like, so advanced, like, playmaking-wise. That, like...
All great playmakers.
All great playmakers. So you got to... Spit your hairs, man. What you thinking? What you thinking, man?
Ooh, damn, bro.
Tough, bro. I know. Tough, bro.
I'm gonna say Tyrese. I'm gonna go Tyrese Haliburton just because, like earlier, I said that he was like, I feel like in the next 5 years, he could like solidify himself as like that prototype point guard. Who can lead your league, who can lead the league in assists. Yeah. Who can spark off for a 40 ball. Yeah. Who can shoot really high percentages. Yeah. And then on top of that, it's like he could orchestrate not only for himself but for his team too, bring the team together, and is a great locker room guy. Yeah. I feel like he's just that complete package point guard. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like more than just locker room, more than just like floor morale, locker room morale. Yeah. But I think the second place, it'll be tough for me to like, if I'm a GM who wants to really like put my franchise on the map, I might go LaMelo. I might go LaMelo if I want to put my franchise on the map because the generational push that he has on the younger generation, he had all them kids rocking his kicks.
All of them.
All the kids love LaMelo. You know what I'm saying?
He took all those kids from Nike. Yeah. Said, I'm wearing. We're doing Puma now.
We're doing Pumas now. We're doing Pumas. Like, yeah, I feel like that'll bring so much marketability to the franchise, to the team. He's such a marketable player, likable player, and he's like really good off the court too. Hardly had any incidents. Anything like that?
Honestly,
I don't think he has any.
I don't think he has any either. And I think people thought he was gonna have one.
Yeah.
I seen a TikTok like last year, and it was like a compilation of him like speeding, like with his like Lambos, and I'm just like, listen, like, they're trying to they're trying to pull something out. I'm like, my man's just trying to get home. Like, man, just let him be, you know, just let him be. Oh man, Tyrese, I can see it. I probably should have saw it when we talked about him, but like, now you're right. He's got the complete package. It's crazy to me that like, still, that he and De'Aaron Fox were like a starting backcourt together. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah. And I was just thinking about it too the other day. I was like, I mean, maybe the Pacers were like, we're not accepting this trade unless we got Tyrese.
Yeah.
But I was like, why not dish off like Davion Mitchell or something like that? Because they drafted 2 guards back to back. Davion Mitchell came off that championship with what, Baylor or some shit?
Yeah.
With Baylor. And so he was like a lottery pick at that time. So they picked Davion Mitchell
when they already had 2.
They already had 2 guards. So I was like, there's no way the Kings gonna pick Davion Mitchell. They pick him. I'm like, I don't know what Vlade Divac got going on in that damn office. I don't know what Vlade chiefing on, but Vlade smoking that gas, what I'm telling you.
Bro.
And then they trade Haliburton, but I mean, it's not like they got the trade empty. They ended up getting Domas out of there. Domas out of there, so, you know, it's not empty, but they're just interesting to see, though.
De'Aaron and Tyrese. And I feel like they really complemented each other, like, so well.
Yeah.
So well.
I actually like that backcourt. I was kind of fearful of that backcourt because I knew De'Aaron was going to go up. But yeah, I don't know.
Nah, Tyrese is really like that quarterback. I think he's leading. I think the Pacers have like the number 1 like offensive rating right now or something like that. Like I saw a tweet that also said like someone compared like Chris Paul's like peak year like statistically and compared it to what Tyrese is doing now, and it's like Tyrese is like 23, like 5 and 10. The splits,
that's so spooky,
the splits are blowing Chris's out of the water too. Like I don't have the numbers written down, but like when I saw it, like they blow him out of the water.
And you remember Chris was the prototype point guard.
That's what
that
I'm
was
saying.
Like the point guard every franchise wanted. I want a Chris Paul point guard type person,
And that's what they're still saying.
You know what I'm saying? That's still the point guard. I feel like Tyrese might. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Curry's there too, but like in terms of like all aspects of the floor, especially size, I feel like Tyrese is there, and I feel like Tyrese is exactly what Lonzo could have turned out as.
I hear you.
That's kind of like what we expected. We expected Lonzo to be. Oh, it's not his fault, obviously, the injuries, and then you have to adjust to the game, the speed of the game and stuff. But we expected Lonzo to come in, possibly be a 20 to 25, 7 and 7 type guy, 6 and 6. You know what I'm saying? But the injuries are part of the game again, which freaking suck. But yeah, bro. I mean, honestly,
Lonzo, they had like a stretch in Chicago before he went down.
But they were looking like the best team in the East.
Yeah.
They were looking like the best team in the East for a little bit.
I think one game, I remember they came to Boston. I think they low-key like smacked the C's in like an overtime game or something like that.
Yep.
And I remember someone put up a picture. I think it might have been like Zach LaVine. And he put up a picture on Instagram like right after they won. And I was like, oh, so the Bulls they're serious. Right after they got Vooch, Kobe White's coming off the bench, giving a spark.
Yep.
Lonzo's clamping.
Yep.
So that was before Caruso, right? Caruso's been on the Bulls for how many years now? Was that pre-Caruso? I think it might have been.
I think it might have been. Did Caruso go the same year Lonzo went? Or no, I think because Lonzo's on the Pelicans. Yeah, I think he went after. I think he went after Lonzo.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went after Lonzo.
I know. People forget about that Pelicans tenure. And that even then, like, Lonzo, B.I., and Zion, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
I like that one.
I was like, yeah. Man.
I like
Lonzo has honestly been in, like, some actual crazy basketball situations.
Nah, for real.
Like, looking back at that Lakers team, like Kuzma, Lonzo, LeBron, Brandon Ingram. Like, there's no way you can tell me that 3 years from, like, 2018 that team couldn't have worked.
Bro, that's a freaky roster. I mean, they busted that whole roster to get AD. I mean, and they got there what they were expecting out of it, which is a ring.
But now niggas are slandering AD now. Now niggas are slandering AD's never done this without LeBron. Was like, nigga.
I mean, if that's what they wanted out the trade to win that one ring, hey, it worked. That's like always the ultimate goal for a team to get that ring. They got the ring, so fair. But I'm just thinking about the potential here. B.I., LeBron, Kuzma, Lonzo. That is a crazy. And I think did that D'Lo then too? Did they get D'Lo back? or do they?
I think D'Lo might have been in Brooklyn at the time.
might have been in Brooklyn.
I think he might have been
so.
doing his stint in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I think he was fresh. I think he had just left LA prior, maybe. Yeah.
That was
a crazy time
That was
period.
a crazy time.
You got LeBron over here. You remember that picture where they had a timeout like late in the season, and everyone knew the Lakers weren't like they were mathematically out of the West, and they had that timeout, and like everyone in the Lakers was huddled up, and then LeBron was like further down the bench. He would be like mad dramatic. You know, LeBron be having his moments, but like
his moments. Yeah.
I'm looking back at that. I'm like, bro, I wish he just like held hope for like 2 years. 2 years, because knowing at the level he's playing at now, who knows, bro? Who knows how many rings he could be at?
Yeah, bro.
Kuz and BI, those are literally like, if you were to have like two ideas of a wing, you got BI, who's like a wing, sees over defense, can facilitate, score. He's got a little bit more rhythm to his game. Then you got Kuzma, who's just like, he's like more like closer to a 4, but he's more like a guy that's gonna bang down. He's aggressive. He's gonna go rebound the ball. Willing defender. That's even how they got that ring, because he was playing that 3-and-D role. But you put those two guys next to Braun. Braun.
That was a spooky shit. That was a spooky, bro.
You let Zoe run the second unit when Braun's not running the offense? Come on, bro.
And then Lonzo's confidence grew. Like, we see Lonzo grow every single year he was in the league.
Facts.
Every single year he got better. Every single year he got better. He was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do now.
Facts.
You could tell his thought process was the game was kind of slowing down for him.
Yeah.
That's kind of why, like, I give, like, when rookies come into the league, especially when they're super hyped, the pressure's on them the most. And the hardest part to adjust to the NBA game, a lot of people say it's the pace. Like, everything's like fast paced.
For sure.
It's not really a skill issue, it's like pace. So they got to really just see the game and slow it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why one thing I like that the Hawks did when they got Trae Young, they took him and they were like, all right, we're not going to win a championship this year. They gave him, 30 minutes a game, whatever. Yeah. Go run around, throw turnovers, shoot as much as you want.
Go make mistakes.
Go make mistakes, learn the game. I feel like that's what they should do a lot more with rookies. Yeah. Some coaches are different. I feel like they should do a lot more with rookies. LaMelo Ball's James Borrego was acting really weird with LaMelo Ball.
He didn't throw him in.
Had him coming off the bench. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
This is the guy that you called to save your franchise.
Like, what are you doing?
Got him playing 13 minutes a game.
Yeah, like, y'all are not gonna make the playoffs. Y'all make the playoffs, y'all are definitely not going to the championship. Go let him go out there, run around and make mistakes, bro. It's not that serious. I'm glad he out of there. James Borrego gone. But
no, why? I forgot about that period of time where LaMelo just wasn't getting time.
That was super interesting. But
I was hating that shit.
Yeah,
some hating.
That was a super hating shit. That was super hating. I was super hating. I was like, what are you doing, bro? Like, that's some weirdo like trying to be like, I'm the coach, you're the player.
Like, but we already know that.
We
know that.
Go let him run, bro. Like, y'all are not winning anything. Let me see who else. Oh, I cut off the line though. 3 years. Killian Hayes, you're done, buddy. Killian Hayes, pack it up, buddy.
Yeah,
pack it up. Pack it up, Killian Hayes, bro. You're making the light skins look bad, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, he had a good game. Like,
I don't want to hear that, man. Killian always having a good game once in a moment. That boy buns, yo. That boy buns. Somebody in the comments tried to tell me, he was like, yo.
I read it. Was it after I commented?
Yeah, he was like, oh, you want us to trade Killian Hayes and Cade Cunningham has 44 turnovers? The boy was dropping 30. He's averaging 23 and some change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With some extras. He's the main ball handler. On top of that, who else are y'all going to have, like, run the beat?
He's your franchise guy, too. I didn't understand his point when he said all that.
He's talking about Killian only has 7 and Cade's 44. Of course Killian should only have 7. He should barely be touching the ball. Stop letting him in the game. He should be getting 12 to 12 minutes a game.
My God.
You know what I'm saying? I'm frying right now, but
I kind of like
Sasser need more minutes.
I kind of like the Pistons. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I like the Pistons. I like the Pistons, bro.
Like they got some. I like boys, man.
I like
got some boys.
Some super. I like their big lineup. They got some pretty good bigs going on. Like bigs with some potential. Marvin Bagley, I feel like he still has some potential.
Nah, what you mean, like rotation wise.
Yeah, rotation wise. Like, I don't expect him to be like the star center or like become any All NBA or like All Star or anything like that. Yeah. But I feel like he has some good rotational value.
Nah, for sure.
James Wiseman, I feel like he's still a project. Again, rotational value. But Jalen Duren, and Cam Thomas, that might be my 2 for most improved. That I'm hoping, like, I think one of those 2 guys might win most.
One of those 2.
Yeah, Jalen Duren and Cam
Jalen Duren's a man.
That dude been a man since.
I don't even know.
17 damn near, bro. Like,
Bro,
he was a unit.
Man. He's a man.
Unit,
he plays like a man.
Yeah,
like
bro.
it's crazy.
The guy is a unit.
Nah, I like their front court too. They got good front court depth, and even if like you said, Jalen Duren or Isaiah Stewart, like if one of those guys go down, like they have guys who've played, like you said, James Wiseman, Marvin Bagley. They have guys who've had like starter experience. They can easily plug in, and if you need them to play 20 minutes, sure, like cool.
You know what I'm saying?
And they don't even have Bohan back yet. I think Bohan's hurt.
Bohan?
Yeah, the shooter, Bogdanovich. Yeah, that's his first name, right?
Yeah.
That Bush that?
Yeah.
I feel like what's the Bogdanovich from the Hawks? What's his first name?
I think his name Bogdan too.
Bogdan?
I think it's
Bohan. There's Bojan. Someone's Bohan.
Someone's Bohan.
And it's
Bogdan.
Bogdan. Maybe Bogdan might be the Atlanta one. He's nice too.
He cool too.
Bohan might be the Pistons one. That boy is a shooter. That boy, he can shoot in bunches.
There's some European shooters out there. You got Herder. Herder's an Uda.
Yeah.
Herder had like, 26, 28 last game?
Bro, what? Nah, he got a strap. Crazy strap.
Bogdanovich is the shooting. Don't worry about the Bogdanovich. They're going to let him rip.
At any point. The
Bogdanovich is going to let him rip.
And Bogdan is like, he come off the bench with it, but he's older too, bro. He's not like some young cat.
Yeah. He old head.
I think he like 34, maybe 33, something like that.
He's
pushing
like
30s. But he come in there, he be he be getting busy though.
He doing his thing though. He holding it down.
Bro, why are we getting busy?
He holding it down.
Shout out Bogdan, man.
He's like one of them dudes who, like, if you sleep on him at the YMCA, he's lighting y'all up. Like,
for
scoring
sure.
the whole 15 if you got to.
No.
Like, just off trades.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
He's one of them. But shout out to him. Let me see who else.
Bogdan.
Joe Ingles is a good shooter too. He's one of them old head shooters.
Yeah, he is.
They traded him to that poverty franchise, so freaking Magic.
It's weird. I actually thought he was gonna be good for the Bucks.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna.
I thought that's the type of wing they needed.
Yeah, but apparently not. They had a good rotation of those guys come through for the Bucks. The guy that can give you the occasional 3-ball. They had Wesley Matthews, Jay Crowder, Joe Ingles. They had a good rotation of those. I don't know how they keep getting them.
I don't know how they keep getting them.
They just be getting those guys who knock down the trade for you.
And crazy, that's what they need right now. They just let Grayson Allen go. I'm not gonna lie to you, Grayson Allen's kind of hooping.
He's kind of hooping. I like that he's on the Suns because they let him do his thing over there. I'm not gonna lie. Frank Vogel will let him do his thing over there. Because he low key, I think he's like their sixth man.
And he be coming in there and giving work. I think he's taking some of Eric Gordon's minutes.
Oh yeah.
I fell asleep on the Lakers Suns last night, but I don't remember seeing Eric Gordon. Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah. I remember seeing if Eric Gordon was. I know Grayson Allen was getting busy. Like, he was. And like if Booker comes back, like he's gonna have plenty of open shots too. Plenty of open shots.
Yeah.
I
want to see how that works though.
Grayson.
I don't know. That might be the issue with the Suns team. I know a lot of the commentators were saying that size was an issue for him. Yeah. And then injury health might be another one.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of a mess. I ain't gonna lie, they're kind of a mess right now. Now it's Booker. And the thing is, like, they said it's not even, I think the first injury was like his foot. Like, I think his foot was like sore or something like that to start the year. Because he played opening night. Went crazy in Golden State, they won. And then it was reported, like, I think he re-injured his foot or something like that. Then he came back. He played, I forget what game. Came back, played another game. Played well. Then now it's reported it's his calf. So, like, they're just... And then now Beal just came back. So now Beal's back. Now Booker's out. And it's just like...
It's weird.
Durant just doesn't... He can't catch no break. You know what I'm saying? He just can't catch no break.
Hopefully it's not like that Brooklyn treatment. Where Brooklyn had, like, KD, Kyrie, and Harden. Yeah. And they barely played, like, any games together because of injury and stuff. Hopefully it's not like that. Because
I think those three played literally 16 games.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was
like,
actually insane.
That's actually nuts.
That was actually insane, bro. And if it wasn't an injury, it was like, I think it's when Harden. I think Harden's already on the Sixers at this point. But Kyrie, remember when he had that little incident?
Kyrie thing had his incident, and I think James just got sick of it. James tried to like stick it out, I think, and then he was like, you know what, man? Yeah, no. Daryl Morey's over here calling for me, and I think that's what landed him in Philly. Yeah. Crazy how that timeline went. Like
crazy timeline. The NBA got a crazy lore, bro. I think that's why we're so invested in it.
The script is crazy.
Yeah, it's a great script. This is like primetime soap opera, right? This is great stuff. You know what I'm saying? The rumor mill has been buzzing, ladies and gentlemen. The rumor mill has been buzzing.
Wait till the trade deadline. Like, this is nothing. What do you think about that in-season tournament? What do you think about that?
I think, honestly, at first I was like, okay, this is just dumb.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a way for players to play super hard early in the season and potentially get hurt.
Yeah.
But now that I see it, nobody's getting hurt. I'm seeing good basketball. It is really early in the season. Wear and tear does play a part.
Yeah.
But I'm getting good games. That Lakers game had been on the edge of my seat.
Yeah,
the Kings game yesterday was bussing.
For
I
sure.
don't even really watch the Kings.
I feel you.
But the Kings game was bussing. Yeah, bro, it's obviously nothing but great basketball. My C's took a W, so of course I'm smiling. You know what I'm saying? Of course
Big dubs. Glad to have Jalen back. You seen the Philly game? The Philly season game?
Philly? Nah, I missed that one.
That was just like one of those games where like we were down, and then like it's one of those games where we didn't even deserve to win, and then like we kind of just like crawled back. Jalen was kind of underwhelming, but then he hit like I think a three. We were down 60 to 3, I think, to cut it to 3, and then Tyrese Maxey came down and he blocked his shot, and then Tyrese got it again, shot it, and then it was a shot clock violation. Then we had, I can't remember if we took a timeout, but we had a drop, like a play drawn up, and Derek White was inbounding, and he inbounded to Porzingis at like the top of the key. But in the middle of that was Tatum, who was like, he looked like obviously he wanted the ball, but I don't think he understood that the ball was for Porzingis, so he kind of like jumped because he thought that White was intending the ball for him, but it was a little bit like too high. So he jumped, he almost tipped it. Porzingis got it, and I'm not gonna lie, he got a good look off, but he kind of like rushed it. So he pump faked, guy went by, and then he shot it. And like, I don't know, like they've been off to a good start, but I don't want people to overreact because Philly and Minnesota, like those are two good teams, man.
Those are two pretty good teams. I didn't expect Minnesota to low key be that good, but they got some pretty good pieces on it.
Yeah, now they do.
I like how they built their roster a little bit.
Yeah, now like Jaden McDaniels, like Nikhil off the bench.
I didn't think when I seen the Timberwolves offer Jaden that contract, like they signed him to that big contract. It was a pretty decent sized contract.
It was pretty big.
That was a pretty nice contract. I ain't gonna lie.
It was like 130, right? 130 mil, maybe plus.
It wasn't no max, but it was a good
pretty
contract.
damn close.
He gonna be good.
Yeah,
for a minute. So
I think he'll be just fine.
Yeah. So I seen that. I was like, what the hell? Why they giving Jaden McDaniels that? Then I seen why they gave Jaden McDaniels that. So So my fault, brother. I wasn't familiar with your game. Bro. So
there was a clip I seen last year, and it was Jaden and Ant at like the top of the key, and they were facing the Mavericks, and the game was on the line. And this was maybe like the third Kyrie Luka game, and it was late in the game.
That was a rough start.
And they were playing like hot potato, but like some of it, people like were like, oh, well, they don't know how to play with each other, which is like obviously he just got there. But the second part was like Ant and like Jaden were just like pressuring them, like they were forcing the hot potato. Like there was a reason why Kyrie was like, okay, you know what? You might be better off. And Luka's over here like, I think you got the matchup. And like, on top of that, trying to get the better shot. Games on the line. And they ended up winning. They got to stop. They forced a miss. But like, if you have two guys pressuring like Luka and Kyrie, like those two guys, if they both don't know what to do in a late game situation,
that says something, right?
Those two,
that's a good sign.
That means you're probably doing a good thing.
Yeah,
you're playing at a high level defensively.
I mean, Wolves, I like the Wolves, bro. Do you believe in that 10-game thing Harden said? He said it's going to take him about like 10 games to get adjusted to the Clippers. Do you believe in that thing, or do you feel like if it's the right fit, it should fit in seamlessly? Because what are they 0-2 right now?
I think they're 0-3 with him.
0-3, yikes.
I think they lost to the Nets. They lost to the Mavs last night, and I forget what the first game. Oh, the Knicks. They lost to the Knicks and MSG.
Oh, damn! They lost to both the New York teams.
Yeah, both New York teams.
Damn.
They're kind of a mess. I mean, you saw my reel. I was like, I kind of had a 180. I hated the move, and then I kind of saw it, but I knew it needed some tweaking. Like I knew they were gonna like at least struggle, but I didn't see 0-3. Like, come on, man, 0-3.
Yeah.
Just because, not because it's like the Harden like Russ thing, but I'm like, it's still PG and Kawhi. Like PG and Kawhi are still on the team. Yep. So I don't know. I was watching some of the game last night, and Tyloo, like I think he took like Russ out, and Harden and Kawhi were playing well. I think they were out to like a 5-point lead, and then they took those two out, put Russ in, I think back in with PG, and I think it was a crazy line. It was like Russ, PG, it was Russ, like Bones, Norman Powell, I I think Zubac and like PJ Tucker or something like that, and they just blew the lead. They just blew it. So like I don't know. I didn't think that like the Clippers needed more offensive guys.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I felt like they had like a good motion going, and they still had Batum and Covington who are on expiring contracts. That was my thing. Is like, bro, these guys are on expiring contracts. I wish Brad called. I wish he called them. I wish he called them and got even Batum. I would take Batum right now. I would take Batum right now. What? Shout out DJ. Shout out DJ, Blue Bucks DJ, man. Not facts, but man. Wings are just, they come at a premium, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, bro, if you have one, especially guys that can hit threes.
Hold on to him, bro. Hold on to him. Yeah, hold on to that piece. That's a valuable
especially
piece.
Vets. Like, come on, man.
With playoff experience.
Now they're in Philly. Now Embiid just got 2 free, like, 3-and-D wings.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maxi's taking hard-in shots. That's not a team I think is going to be, like, dangerous down the road as Philly.
Philly?
Yeah, I think they're going to be a little dangerous.
Okay.
They got Pat Bev. Like, I think, like, they're instilling this, like, whatever culture. Like, screw it. We're just going to play hard for each other.
Yeah, fuck it.
And Maxi's going to mess around. He's going to be an all-star.
Yeah, Maxi. You know what? Maxi's one of my most improved, too. I might give Maxi a most improved, too.
Yeah.
As like one of my 3 roles. I forgot about Maxi.
I know.
I mean, I'm kind of used to Maxi. Maxi's been hooping. It's not like his first year hooping.
It's not.
He's been hooping
It's
last
not.
Year, 2 years now.
He's just getting, I think, like 5 to 8 more shots.
Yeah.
And he's being involved in the offense more. So now it feels like, you know, it's just bigger than what it is. But, like, nah, the talent's been there. The talent's been there. And he's so fast.
Since high school, bro. High school. Was it Duffel Bag Boys or something like that? I think it was called Duffel Bag Boys or something like that.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Blink of an eye.
Blink of an eye.
Like, I think he might be faster than Swiper.
Oh,
I used to think that Swiper was the fastest, but
yeah.
I don't know. I think Maxi might have something for him now.
That speed with the ball is something different. That speed with the ball is different. Like, if you can, like, it's different, like, running fast.
Yeah.
But controlling the ball while running fast,
yeah.
damn near it's like the ball gives you a speed boost because you're, like, chasing after the ball.
Seriously.
So, like, I feel you on that. I think my 3 fastest with the ball might be Jalen Green, De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, Jalen's a blur too.
Jalen's a blur, and I'm happy he's finally learned how to pace himself because he's so used to running gun, like run down the lane, dunk it since high school. But the first year in the league, get taught him like, bro, you can't just run. Like
yeah,
that.
facts. So, he's getting that slow bag.
Yeah, I'm glad to see it. But,
that team.
But yeah, man. Pat Kevin Porter Jr. up. I don't want to see that dude in the league again. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That might be some hating stuff to say, but like, bro.
But she came out. So what you think is the money? You think she just
Wait, she said she lied?
She came out saying that he didn't hurt her. Those interviews.
Oh, Kevin Porter, I take it back. I know. What?
But it's like, so what was the story? Like, are you just like retracting your steps because like obviously like they were in love with each other?
Yeah.
You know, did a blow up happen and now you know you guys are kind of like reconsidering things?
Yeah.
Or is it like he actually didn't do it? Y'all broken up and now he's not in the league. Like, he's not in the league, and he's probably not going to be given another chance because he's had so many blow-ups.
Yeah.
Didn't he throw soup at like some like coach?
He has some type of altercations before
Like, he's black. That's why he got traded out of Cleveland. Sadly.
Why? Because what?
I think he did some. I think he blew up at someone, bro.
Yeah, it was always the thing.
I think that soup thing might have been J.R. Smith.
Soup. I never heard about soup before.
I think I didn't make it up, but I think I made up the story and put it on. But I think it was J.R. Smith. I think at like something.
I never heard about soup.
I think he threw soup at Damon Jones. Yo, throwing soup at someone's crazy.
Yo, soup is such a weird weapon of choice. So, you know, I'm gonna throw the soup at this nigga.
Bro, what?
What?
Soup?
Soup is...
Because, bro, you getting stuff in your eyes and it's boiling on your skin.
That's
worse
you're
already like
in a club.
You've had like something hit your face like a ball. Like, you ever been like younger and a ball hits your face and like your impulse, like the way you react, you're just pissed. You're just like, who the hell threw that?
Yeah.
Now you picture that's just with a ball. But now you got clam chowder in your freaking in your nostrils,
yo,
boiling
clam chowder.
your skin, bro. Nah.
Chunky, and on top of that, you're wet afterwards.
Yeah.
Right? So you get clam chowder, and you smell like clam chowder, and you're like, yo, this nigga.
You can't even see. It's not like you can just see like who did it. Like me trying to get that drawn out of your eyes, bro.
Yo, and it's like now it's like, yo, I gotta get this nigga back for that. I gotta get him back for that.
It's nuts.
That's crazy. Work.
KPJ, man. When I wrote an article on that team in the summer, I was just like, man, KPJ just got paid. He's in a beautiful spot. He went to Ime Udoka's opening presser.
Yeah,
he was the only player.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like this guy's trying to be like a legit, like established, like leader, trying to set the tone, a culture shifter. So I was just like, nah, I like that for you. And he was a young kid. Young kid. He's a bucket, low key. Him and Jalen showed some flashes last year, but I know last year was more like an AU, like culture. Who was the coach? It was
Stephen Silas.
Yeah, Stephen Silas.
That was a short tenure right there.
Very short.
That was short. That was interesting too. I mean, kind of like similar to what I said about that point where like let him go out and have fun. Yeah. Like with Trae Young. Yeah. Not like that though. Like you know what I'm saying?
I know
not
what
like
you
that.
He was like a camp counselor. He was letting him have too much fun. Like,
it
it
was
was
summer
just,
camp. Like
them boys was like smiling after losses, and it was just like, damn, like
hitting the clubs and all that. I think it was like a discipline thing they have. They freaking John Wall. He said he was on that team. He said he's never seen the team run like that before. He said
that's John Wall.
That was John Wall. He's like, I'd never seen that.
That's
before.
John Wall telling you that. There's definitely something going on for sure.
I'd never seen a team run like that before. It's like, damn. Sheesh. Hey man.
All right, last NBA tangent before we go all Stream World. Who is your NBA champion, and ultimately why?
For this season?
Yeah.
I'm going to say my Boston Celtics are the NBA champions. Reason number one, I'm biased. Reason number two, I think this year we genuinely have a really good roster where teams look at and they're like, yo, damn, we got to play them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's going to be like, damn, we got to play them, especially if we're healthy. That's like another thing I'm kind of, a little worried about. Yeah. Especially if we're healthy. But, bro, we have two of the best shot blocking guards. We got a 7-footer who can stretch the floor. We got Jason Tatum. I don't really got to say much about Jason Tatum. We got Jaylen Brown. Don't really got to say much about that.
For sure.
Two like damn near certified all-stars like almost every year. Yeah. Sometimes they be screwing JB out of all-stars sometimes. Well, hopefully that stops happening. Yeah. But Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, both like certified all-stars. We got a pretty decent bench. I feel like there could be like a couple moves you can make during the trade deadline. But for that bench though, I'm glad to see Peyton Pritchard. It seems like he's a lot more comfortable this year. It seems like he's now knowing that, okay, I'm second unit. Yeah. They gave him more of a role, and he's embracing that role. Yeah. He's taking that role, and he's kind of like leading that second unit a little bit. Yeah. I feel like this is the most like no weakness team we've had in a minute. Like there's not really any real weakness, and if it's a weakness, it's something minor that could be tweaked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we're the best all-around team in the league. Besides the Nuggets is the comp. I know. Nuggets is the comp.
And you've seen Jamal, how he I didn't see the play, but he got diagnosed with was it hamstring? I think he's gonna be out for a little bit, but like I want to see how like what the drop off is like offensively. Yeah. It might not even really matter because I feel like Jokic is just that great that if it means he's gonna take 5 more shots, maybe there's not really gonna be much of a difference. But I want to see how they play. Reggie Jackson's been getting some burn too.
Reggie Jackson, man, he's a good backup, bro.
Which is like not no such on Reggie Jackson because I feel like the Clippers low key like they didn't do him dirty. Yeah. But like they're kind of like I don't know, like because he was like kind of playing well for them.
He was. He definitely.
And it's like even when they moved off of him, like the needle didn't move, so it's like it looks like they kind of did him dirty. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he's cool with like P. Like, he's really cool with PG. So it's like I saw him playing. I forget what game it was. Who they played in the in-season tournament. But he had like 20. He had like a 20 bone.
Bro, Reggie Jackson, one of those point guards, is gonna have a long career just because he plays the game right. You know what I'm saying? He's like such a reliable player.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
He's gonna retire on his own terms. He's not gonna retire early because the team doesn't want him.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's the best way you could say it. Honestly,
same thing with Mike Conley too. Mike Conley, old as hell. Old as hell. I remember him when the Grizzlies were a force to be reckoned with in the West. That's how old he is. Bro. We're talking like Zach Randolph, Mark Gasol,
Tony Allen,
Tony Allen, like when the Grizzlies was like,
watch out.
they were battling with the Clippers a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When the Clippers was hard. So,
Mike
it's
Conley.
a little minute. Yeah, bro. Honestly, my pick for the championship this year, Boston Celtics. Bleeding green. You know what I'm saying? For 18, we went for 18.
Banner 18.
Banner 18, raising, man. I'm ready to go to
we need to see. We've had too many cracks, too many shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Too many almost, bro.
We gotta make it happen. We gotta make it happen. All right. So for those of you that know, I told you earlier, Ace is a big deal. He's not going, talk about he's Mr. Humble. Very big deal. So, with that being said, we're gonna drop. I'm like in the episode. I'm gonna have all his links so you guys can all peep his page. All he does, his streaming page. All my Sims fans out there, TikTok lovers, all my dreadheads too. This man right here, listen, he got the beanie on covering it. For me, I got low taper. I don't got the haircut going, so I'm going dark Caesar, but I don't got it, so I have to put mine on. But for him, dreadhead, if you need any tips on anything, that's the man to go to. Right, so we're gonna drop the TikTok page down there. You guys go peep. But I just got a couple of questions because this is I look up to Ace in this space, in this content creating space. So, it's only right that like I had him here today, and I just I've always been like from afar like interested in like who his biggest inspiration was in this space, what like motivates him on a day-to-day basis, because this is one of the most hardworking, like disciplined people I know in their like career paths in my life. So, yeah.
I appreciate that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
So who inspired me the most is YouTube? That's okay.
Basically, it don't even got to be specifically YouTube. Anywhere in like, I guess that's why I kind of put it under the umbrella, because it's a tough umbrella. I mean, you talent, you do a lot of things, so I got to put it under content creating. So I guess anything that's, your biggest inspiration in that umbrella.
My biggest inspiration, person-wise, content-wise, Kai Cenat lately, because he's been pushing the bar.
Yeah.
Like, his creativity with the content.
Yeah.
That's something I see. I'm like, okay, like if he could get creative like that, I know I can get creative like that. So it's inspiring.
For sure.
Who else is Chase Money? Chase Money's he's like OG YouTuber, probably the reason I started YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Money, 2Man Games was the guy who made me play Sims on my channel. I was playing like 2K content and everything else.
Yeah.
Then I seen 2Man Games. Him and Sonny Daniel. Those are two guys that played Sims, like way before me.
Yeah.
Way before me.
Yeah.
I was watching their video. I was like, yo, this other guy's playing Sims. I play Sims. And I feel like I always had to hide it, because I was like, yo, people don't think it's weird that I play Sims. Nobody's going to want to watch it.
Yeah.
And then I seen them play, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try uploading a Sims video. I uploaded a Sims video. Every other one of my videos was getting like 50 views, 20 views. If I had 100, I'd be like, oh, word, I'm lit.
Yeah.
Posted the Sims video. It got 2,000 views on it. I was like, my first Sims video. I was like, oh, well, I guess this might be the formula.
Yeah.
Been posting since there. It's been doing pretty decent traction. Inconsistency is one part I got to work on for sure. But
nah, likewise. I've heard that even with this, like, people just like, listen, man, just be consistent.
Just be consistent.
It doesn't even matter how the content will come out. Just as long as you're working on it, putting it out, like, you ain't really got nothing to lose. Bro. That's with anything, honestly.
That's with anything.
That's really with anything.
Consistent with it. But yeah, those three guys pretty much my biggest inspiration. Other than that, I would say another one is like my future self, like kind of who I envision myself being. Mm-hmm. That's like an inspiration for me too, because if I can envision it, I know I can get there. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna be able to imagine or see something so vividly that it's impossible. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So seeing what I could be, visualizing the best version of myself, that's kind of like my inspiration right there. Like, okay, I see who I want to be. I see who I can become. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna chase that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do the things, emulate the things that person does.
For sure. That's me with Bill Simmons. Mm-hmm. He was like, he's been like my like idol since like 2016. Like just Podfather, just like the way he balances like intellectually talking about the game with like his fandom and like his home bias, and then adding like that like herky jerky like comedian side, like just like cracking jokes and stuff like that. I just loved it. It just felt like honest and just pure and like just history. For those of you that don't know Bill Simmons, he used to like have a sports blog, and then he ended up working at ESPN, and then he started up The Ringer, which is this big like cultural like media space. They do sports media, they do pop culture. They talk about movies, music, all sorts of stuff. So Spotify, I don't think they bought the. I don't know if they bought the Ringer. They might have bought. I think they bought his podcast, and then basically now they just got a bunch of podcasts from people on the Ringer company. So yeah, just like it's crazy. And he's from Boston too.
He is?
Yeah. He went to Holy Cross. Yeah, I don't know I don't know what town he actually was from, but I know he went to Holy Cross. But yeah, he's been a Boston boy his whole life.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
I didn't even know.
Yeah, he really New England boy for real.
Dang.
So
that's hard.
Shout out the Podfather, shout out Bill Simmons, another god. But nah, that's touching for real, because everyone's got like, it don't even necessarily be someone, but something at least that like pushes them to like listen, like this is what makes me go. Because like last year I would see like Bill Simmons might have a pod on like a certain trade, and bro, I'd be at work and I'd be tight because I'm just like, damn bro, like I'm trying to keep up with you. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep up with you, so I'm going home to the crib, I'm putting notes down, sending the camera, I'm like, all right, let me just talk. But like my thing is, like, I'm such a fan of him that like I would sometimes hate to like hear what he has to say. Yeah. So then I wouldn't want to think that I'm gonna take his take. You know what I mean? Because his take might be so fire. I'm just like, man.
I don't want Jackie's side. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. Like the Harden trade happened, and everyone dropped like so many like videos and whatnot. And I told myself, I'm not pressing nothing. I'm just gonna write down my notes, what I think, and then just spew it out. If it happens to be like the same, mutual take, it's cool. It's whatever. But
so you freestyled that, John?
Yeah, I freestyled that.
That's the best way to do it. It was, sometimes freestyling be it, because it's really you speaking from you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, because writing is good too. That's definitely you speaking from you. But when you're freestyling, you're going off the dome. You just letting everything flow. Like,
I know. Thoughts are just spewing out. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I kind of realized that with streaming too. Streaming is different from videos, because streaming, I realized that I'm really being me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that though. But that definitely makes sense. But yeah, the Bill Simmons thing. It's like you said, how he kind of like puts his own spin on it. Yeah. So it's like sports takes, but Bill Simmons way.
So like, he used to write. He used to be, I believe, an NBA writer for ESPN, and then honestly, I think he had like a take or something that was like, I don't know if it was kind of crazy, but it was crazy. ESPN, Disney, it was crazy to them. Yeah. So I think they clipped him or something like that. Yeah, I think they clipped him. Either they clipped him or there was some tension. Either they clipped him or he just quit. The same thing with Colin Cowherd, obviously. Yeah. He used to be at ESPN too, and like,
oh, for real?
Yeah, I think it might have been along the same lines. Like he had a take, they were messing with it or whatever. Yeah, that's that. And they clipped him. Clipped him.
That's that one thing.
Yeah. Shout out Colin Cowherd too. Yeah, my man. Just shout out to the herd.
I mean, from the Bean too.
I don't know where Colin Cowherd's from. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But his NBA takes are like, I really go to him for NFL because I feel like he has a lot more connections there. But his NBA takes they hit here and there. Yeah, but I really respect him because he really does not care what you think.
Yeah, for real.
He doesn't care what you think.
That's real.
And that I kind of got that FU from him. Yeah, he doesn't give a damn. I admire that. Like, he's gonna stand on business. He's been on that. So
that's what I said. I'm standing on it.
Nah, for sure.
I respect that though, especially in a world where like everything's like so like watered down now, bro. Like you can't even be yourself, bro. If you say anything that's like not what society agrees with, you're canceled, bro.
Canceled.
You're done. Like
literally that term. Canceled.
It's like freedom of speech got taken away from us, bro. Like we ain't even free to be ourselves no more and say what we think. Seriously. As long as it ain't hurting nobody, you know what I'm saying? We should be allowed to be able to think what we think and say what we say.
A lot of it's also like people are also mad that they're not the first person to think of like the take. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of that's the envy and the jealousy. Is like, man, you didn't even really know that. You know what I'm saying? And then they might go to someone else and be like, hey, can you believe this person thought this? Yeah. I really thought that, but like they're taking it this way, and it's like, man, like. It's okay if you got the same take. It's not a bad thing, bro. I
mean, yeah, bro. It's such a common thing. People are gonna think alike all the time.
Nah, for sure.
Especially even if like you get inspired by somebody to make the same take, or like you get inspired on somebody's content. I realized like I was like on something where I was like, all right, I don't want to get inspired by anybody else. I'm not gonna watch any of the YouTubers' videos. I realized that kind of put me behind a little bit because I wasn't really seeing the things that they were doing right. I wasn't really seeing the things that they were doing wrong. And then everything at the end of the day is like all your personality. So like everything you view through your eyes is like perceived by how your personality is. You know what I'm saying? So I might see something and be like, oh, I don't really like the color like that chair.
Yeah.
Let's make it red instead. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see something that's already there. I'm inspired by the chair, but I put my own twist on it. So
Okay. Nah.
I'm kind of like, I kind of like started watching other YouTubers more, seeing other YouTubers more, and just like, put my own spin on that shit. You know
I feel you.
like,
I told you, he's a big deal. This guy's a big deal. Man. I'm trying to tell you, he's a big deal.
No, bro, so I feel that. Like, they call the Bill Simmons inspiration, bro. I feel you on that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy, bro. I don't even be knowing. Like, Bill Simmons, like, I've been tweeting at Bill Simmons, like, he'll drop the link, like, on Twitter, like, his podcast, and he'll list, like, the topics.
Yeah.
And I'll listen to the podcast, and then, like, I don't do it with every time he tweets, but if it's something that's really caught my eye, I'll go and just, like, tweet that, like, in the comments, whatever. Just because, like, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. He's got to know. He's got to know that, listen, man, you messed up here. That's not what it is. That's my guy. That's my guy, man. Sheesh. Shit, last question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Sims and why?
Oh, Sims 3, without a doubt. Not even going to take me long to answer that one. Sims 3, without a doubt.
For real?
Yeah, Sims 3 because that was the first pack. Not only was that the first Sim that I played, that was the first Sims where I was genuinely faking being sick so I could stay home and play the game.
Wow.
That was like, I swear that was the only game I ever did that with, Sims 3.
Wow.
Like, I'd be like, oh, man, I don't feel good. I'll like fake cough. I'll like fake a throw up or something. Or if I threw up, bonus. I'm actually sick and I get to play the game. And she making me tea and soup. Oh,
it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So, yeah, Sims 3 was that game, bro. The open world. Just the gameplay, the animations, the realism of the game. That game made me... I love The Sims 3 so much. I was playing on the old Windows 7 Vista, bro. And I couldn't even run the game fully. Like, it was like mad choppy. Like, I swear the game would play in intervals. Like, intervals like 15 frames per second, bro. I swear it was so bad. But I love the game so much, bro. I was playing it. It made me go back to play The Sims 2. Windows 7 Vista, bro. That's how it was, a fat ass like PC, like that big, bro. It was crazy. And yeah, bro. Started like, and that's where it made me start like thinking about YouTube too. Like, yeah. That's when I like first started shot my first video. Plants vs Zombies. I taped the iPod to the chair. Press record, tape the iPod to the chair, and it was just the.
I told you guys.
Sims was the game. I was like, you know what? I want to be a YouTuber. I was talking to myself while playing Sims. So, Sims 3 is an iconic game. Like, that game hold a place in my heart, bro.
Damn. Great game right there. You still have it? What'd you have it on? Do you have it on what, PS2?
Sims 3?
Yeah.
I had it on PC, and then I had it on. I think I had it on Xbox 360. Damn. I put on both of those.
I definitely lied with last question, because Ace is actually a fellow. I've never been a big. Well, actually, for those of you who know, I used to be. I'm now a little bit retired. A little bit. I'm still constantly coming back, but I'm a retired 2K player. So for those of you that know me, I used to be a loyal 2K My Career guy.
I retired too.
Now, I think it might have been. Was it the pandemic? I think it was the pandemic, and I figured out Ace had P4. Mm-hmm. So we exchanged whatever logins, and we played Park. I think we might have won 1-1, no cap. I think it was just us two. We played three. So. We played with a random. I think we won. I think we went 1-1. I remember we lost the game. I think we lost the first game. Yeah. And we won after that. And obviously in Park, like, it's hard to just play like someone that you've never played with, because like Park, like, there's everyone might be aggressive, but like if you're playing with someone you like mess with or like you're cool with, it's already different, because like you're playing with them the way you play on the court, like actual basketball. And I played basketball with you before, and like obviously you're gonna be selfish, be like rock out. But like Park people just want to win. You know what I mean? So like, bro, that means I'm gonna take 15 shots straight, and you're not gonna get any looks. Like whatever. Like if we're gonna win, we're gonna win. Now with that being said, what was your favorite 2K growing up? I honestly didn't think about that question until you mentioned you getting sick and staying home about Sims 3. And I was like, damn, like what 2K would have made me like do that? So I was like, listen, let me ask this dude what his favorite 2K is.
Dang, my favorite 2K?
It's hard.
That's a tough one, because there was a stretch where they dropped 2 good games. 16 and 17 were like back-to-back bangers, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that was like 16.
Who was on 16? Who covered 16?
I think Curry was on 16.
Was it
Curry?
I think it might have been Curry.
I don't know. I think it was Curry, Harden.
Was it Blake?
I think Curry. No, Blake was 2K13. 2K13 was D Rose, Blake, KD.
Oh yeah, you're right. That was a crazy cover.
That was a crazy cover. That was a crazy cover.
Man.
I'm not gonna lie. 16 was it? I think it was AD, Harden, Curry. It was 16. Yeah, AD, Harden, Curry was 16. But yeah, Curry was going crazy that year. They gave him a 99 overall day, where every single stat he had was 99. It was game breaking. But 2K16 was one of the best 2Ks to me. Yeah. 2K17 is my favorite 2K because the memories I had on there. Yeah. The gameplay, the parks were more polished off. Yeah. The gameplay was good. That's when I made my point forward. So they had the archetypes, so it was a lot more balanced. Yeah. So no more demigods. Well, not as much. But I know. 16, 17. Demigods. Those were the games where I was like, I would skip school to play Sims back then, but 2Ks was the game I was like locked in, bro. Like the summer. Locked in. 12 p.m. to 3 a.m., bro. 12 p.m. to 3 a.m. I'm on it. I'm telling you, I was playing at least. I'll bang out a good 2,000 park games, bro, in the summer. 2 racks worth of park games in the summer, bro. I was on it. That was crazy, bro. I was going negative too, but I didn't even care. I was going negative, but I was what? I didn't care, bro. 2 racks. I'm telling you, I'm going like.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
I'm going like probably. It wasn't like OD negative. I'll probably be like, if I'm banging out 2 racks worth of games, I'll probably be like. Well, let me see, 900 wins, 1,100 losses, or something like that. So I'll be like negative 200. It's like no saving it, but like
screw it. Now my memories on 2K was crazy too. Like I really got to go back like on Snap and like go back. Like I really used to like that 3 a.m. That shit was real. Yeah, like, really, really real. Really I noticed like I had a 2K problem like in the summer. Like once I get out of school, like from Merrimack, and I go home for the summer, and I had like that 3-month stretch just to work and play 2K. Like work and play 2K. And every night I was up till literally 3, 4 a.m. Like any of you guys that know my brother, you could ask my brother, like, bro, at night was my 2K time. Like he could play 2K whenever he wanted. Yeah. But between the hours of basically 11 to like 3 was me.
That was you. I'll feel you on that.
My career, like I'm just trying to win. Yeah. And I'm the type to do that, like 12-minute quarters.
12-minute quarters?
12-minute quarters, Hall of Fame. Like, bro, I'm trying to.
Oh, you was going in.
I'm trying to get a real run. I'm trying to get a real realistic run, bro. Like, man, I really miss. Oh, God.
Nah, that's definitely like real. Somebody who really loves hoops do that, bro. Like 12 minutes Hall of Fame. That's somebody who really loves hoops. Only seen YouTubers do that shit. I never did it. I could never do it, bro.
Yeah, shout out Jay Smooth too, man. Mm-hmm. Jay Smooth.
Yeah, bro. Jay Smooth. You know QJB? You know what's QJB?
Nah.
QJB, sorry. I used to watch QJB. Shakedown.
I didn't know a lot of YouTube vloggers. It was only Jay Smooth that really put me on, and he had all the ad libs and all that, and I was like, damn.
Oh, Chris Smooth.
Damn, I said Jay Smooth. I'm faded.
I know you meant
Chris Smooth. Chris Smooth.
The auto-tune was crazy.
Yeah.
It was a little crazy. Shout
out man.
Chris Smooth, bro. Damn, legendary time. I mean,
I wonder how he's doing now.
Nah, real talk. I mean, I think he's still like doing his thing. I think he's still smooth. He just does like real NBA content now. So like now he just posts like trade deadlines, all that stuff. He still plays games though.
As long as he's getting a check, because he deserves to get paid, man. Bro, he was like a real pioneer in just like this current like basketball space. Yeah. Like
that dude, icon, bro. Yeah, like, legendary, bro. Like whenever anybody talks about 2K community, the top 2 legendary, Chris Smooth and Pretty Boy Fredo. That's like, even though Pretty Boy Fredo a weirdo now.
Pretty Boy Fredo, he was like a 2K vlogger.
Yeah, he played 2K.
For real?
He played 2K. He was like 2K16 was his game where he went like, bro. He took that whole game by storm. Like that's like Fredo's game. Like it was crazy. Whenever you put anybody on an ISO, you call it Fredo Island. That's how OD it was. And pulling that bitch, let that bitch drop. Yeah, bro.
That was his like ad lib.
That was his thing. He'll shoot that bitch. Let that bitch drop. Green, telling you.
Green. Damn. You've played this year's 2K?
I played this year's, bro. I couldn't do it. These I don't know what happened.
You've been out on the past like what 2Ks?
Something like that. Yeah. I think a year or two I missed out. I mean, actually, I miss. It would be like
I don't know in terms of like you just don't even like them.
yeah. I haven't liked the past 3 or 4 2Ks. It was 2024. I haven't liked since 2021. I haven't liked 2K. 2020 was the last year I was like, okay, bro, this is it. But 2021 was ass. It was decent. I made a big man that year to get out of here. 2022 was horrible. P5. 2023, it was decent. 2023, I was playing 2K23. That was pretty cool. 24, this is probably one of the worst 2Ks I ever played in my life. It's probably one of the worst. Like, the shooting is so difficult, bro. There's 10 different release timings, bro.
10?
10 different things that, like, alter your release timing, bro. It's never been like that. Usually it'll be like, okay, there's 1 or there's 3, but 10 this year, bro. Depending on how you catch the ball, your hot zones, your cold zones, your fatigue, bro. It's ridiculous. Like, I get it to try and make it realistic, but what the fuck? And you have to green every single shot. If you don't green the shot, it's a miss. Forget about it. Clip. And
so what am I doing on Hall of Fame? Like, I'm probably not hitting anything, bro.
I would even imagine playing on Hall of Fame, bro.
Because you're describing what sounds like what most people play on, like All-Star, Superstar.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think my career Hall of Fame isn't bad, but the parks,
bad.
Yo, the parks, bro. Like
I heard they timed on you got to time on layups too now,
bro. You got to time on the layups if you want. If you don't time on the layups, bro, you can almost guarantee layups to be a miss depending on your build. But
that's embarrassing. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Bro.
That's really embarrassing.
The game is just bad. Microtransactions at an all-time high, bro. You got to pay $100 for a build.
What?
It's bad, bro. It's bad. Like, I think I played 50 online games total, park and rec included, and I haven't touched a game since. The games came out September. I played 50 games. I was like, yeah, I'm not playing this shit no more. There was one night, bro, I went 1 for 27 from 3, but I kid you not. My man's just here fucking clanging everything. Blank, blank, blank. I go into my career, I'm super greens. I'll play like highest difficulty, I'm super greens. Park, forget about it, bro. Cold zones everywhere, I can't shoot. It's to the point where it was like, I'm gonna have to make a new build. That's how bad it got, bro.
A new build is crazy.
And my build wasn't ass, but like,
what?
Yeah, bro. 2K is done, bro. They ran their course on me, bro. It's so bad. I'm in this
sad. It's so sad.
It's so sad, bro. So sad. You plan on playing it?
I've been retired like the past like 4, like since the pandemic. I've been retired. I haven't touched 2K. Mm-hmm. But it's funny. I was happier playing 2K than I am now. That's the craziest part.
I feel you. It was just the errors. Like when niggas was playing the games. I think it was like, especially in high school too. When I was playing that shit in high school, I didn't have a care in the world. I didn't have a care in the world, but 2K and girls. I was all I focused on.
2K and girls.
That was it.
Maybe I should go back to those morals, honestly.
2K and girls, man.
That's crazy.
I was a lot happier then. I'm gonna have to go back, nigga.
2K
and girls, bro. Yeah,
wow. I know. I don't want to feel like I'm putting a cap on 2K either. I don't want to mark at the end.
Bro, I think the game cooked. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think it might be it. I don't know what Mike Wang doing in the office, but they letting that nigga cook and he burning the beef. He's burning the beef, bro. The game is done, bro. They left this nigga on the grill. Everything burnt.
Insane.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right.
Charcoal off the grill.
I guess to close it out, just because I've been trying to like, and I can't even think of one off the top of my head, but like this is like something I usually ask like other people like that share like similar career paths and whatnot. But like, what's been like the biggest like content creator like? How should I even word it? What's like the most annoying thing about being a content creator? But not annoying in the sense of like, obviously like a drag, you don't want to do it, but more so in the sense like it helps you too. But it's just annoying to do though. It's tedious or
video editing. Even though I like video editing, like I actually love video editing because like seeing the finished product and the process of it.
Yeah.
But there's times where I'm like, oh my god, I gotta edit this video. Like, how can I make my editing quicker? Or sometimes I'll half-ass the editing. I'm not gonna lie.
I've had to postpone videos.
Yo, like
just to edit
editing will make you not want to do the video no more. It'll make you not want to post shit no more. Like, there's been times I've been editing, I'm like damn near about to quit midway.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it, I'm not posting this shit. But editing is probably that part. Especially now, the weirdos. There's so much more weirdos in the world now, bro. Especially with like how much more sensitive people got. There's so much more weirdos. It's like people got more sensitive, but it's double the weirdos. It's fucking crazy, bro. The amount of fucking weirdos that are hitting me up, bro. Weird people in comments that got nothing else better to do than to spread negativity. That's annoying too, but I mean, comes with the game. I guess.
know.
That comes with the game. You just can't do nothing but deal with it. I can't fight them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna respond to them. So it just sucks, bro.
I be in the comments going back at people. I don't even be caring. Like if I have like a take or a comment and like someone just comes with like some weird energy, like I don't even be caring. I be giving them the time of day for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And like I've had some times where like I might flip out of someone for their outrageous take or for how they reply to my take. Yeah. And then we'll end up just having a long, like, fruitful conversation. Yeah. And then we end up seeing eye to eye. And I'm just like, you know what?
Yeah, you're not a bad guy.
Two agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'll be like, all right, well, I got a podcast. If you want to subscribe, we got other NBA topics.
That's real shit.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
that's marketing, right?
Yeah, I be trying to see who really, like, actually cares about this shit. So.
Yeah, I figure on that.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of weirdos on the internet now, bro. And in comment sections, too, you'll definitely find some weirdos. Some weird people. There's one thing I do where like somebody will like I'll say something and somebody will take my comment too serious, or like they'll write me a book back. Yeah. And I'm just like I'll respond, I'm not reading all that. Sorry or congratulations. Sorry or congratulations. I'll leave it at that and they'll be fuming. Sorry. You can't read it because you're an idiot. I swear I'll just be in the room reading it laughing. You can't read it because you're an idiot. You know, yeah, that's this is that, because you're incompetent. Yo, fry me. It's just hilarious, bro.
It's so funny, like the amount of things like people will say like behind the phone screen.
Behind the phone screen.
People get so disrespectful behind the phone screen that like you would think they run the block like in real life.
Whole time they don't do none of that, bro. It's crazy business, bro. The world is an interesting place. It's an interesting place.
Not interesting.
Interesting place. Interesting. That's all I can say, bro.
So bottom line is, guys.
Hold on, wait. What about you though?
For me?
Yeah, like what's?
I didn't even agree.
Yeah.
It's definitely the video editing. Just because when I think about like postponing videos, I've had nights where like, you know, we done closed at Nike at like 10:30, but the past like 2 hours, I'm on my phone. Like I got the video. Like I'm an in shot in men's basketball. Just like, all right, well, this is all done. Like, bro. And I'll get home and I'm just tired. I've like fallen asleep editing. Like it's like a painful struggle. But like you said, I love doing it. Like when I watch a video like after, I'm just like, damn. I'm just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. It's a good feeling.
Like I like this angle I took with this. Yeah, it's just like, damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially when you start to notice you're getting better with it too.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
Nah, 100%. Nah, when you make it shots, that shit hit different.
For real.
It's different. Yeah, video editing. So shout out to all my video editors out there.
Shout out to y'all.
We're locked in. It's not easy. But man,
whoever be editing Mr. Beast videos, I'm gonna pray for you, bro, because that's the highest production YouTube video I've ever seen. I know it takes hours to edit that, bro. Like
what? Whose videos?
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
I'm talking 50 different camera angles, a drone, freaking 4K quality. It don't matter, bro. I think he got a whole TV production crew recording this show.
I wouldn't doubt it. Because you got to think about all the angles and then like the time to break down every single, and that's just like video. Like we didn't even get into audio. Obviously, like if you got 50 angles, like you got someone that's gonna pick up the audio. But just like the breaking it down, like that's why I hate you. Even before we shot this, I was like, man, like my man's is probably not gonna slide. So like, honestly, a couple angles is alright, but like I was tripping about the audio and just putting that together. Like I already know that's a trip. Like the whole thing can be a trip.
Yeah, bro.
So it's like,
yeah, bro. The way I even learned about it was like painful, bro. It's the painful process editing. You ever edited a video to a point and then your editor crashes on you and it doesn't save it?
I wasn't too deep into the video to be that mad,
bro.
to be the mad that you're trying to, like, you know what I'm saying?
There's been
Exemplify.
time, bro. There's been times, bro. Just
Fuming.
video done. Video done, bro. Editor crash.
It's on your PC, right?
On my PC. Editor crash, back to minute 4. Video done. I'm talking like a whole 30+ minute video done. Crash, back to minute 4.
How do you even, like, how do you react in such situations?
Bro, I'd be ready to quit YouTube. I ain't gonna, I'll be ready to quit. I'm like, yo, you know, these niggas not getting this video. I'm like, all right, cool off, probably watch some shit, and then, like, I'll get back to it. But, bro, it's painful, bro. Painful, bro. Hey, man, this is what we signed up for, you know?
That's what we signed up
That's
for.
what
man.
we signed up for, bro.
Nah, I love this shit.
It's great doing, bro. It's great doing. You ever be like in that space where you're doing it and you're like, yo, I'm actually doing this right now.
Yeah,
I'm actually, you know what I'm saying? It feels good doing what, like, you actually set out to do. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to all the creators out there, bro.
Shout out to all the creators in whatever space. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. We all we got. You know, the doctors are over there.
Yep.
Policemen over there.
Yep.
Lawyers over there.
Yeah.
Everyone's cooped up. So we just gotta be there for each other.
Real. Yeah. People don't be seeing how hard that shit is sometimes.
So the bottom line is there are a lot of weirdos in the world.
Yes.
And this guy is a big deal. And I've been saying it, and now you guys got to see it. You got to witness it.
Hey, man.
In the flesh. Live.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I just want to thank my man Ace for blessing me on episode 2 of Nass the Pod.
My guy.
My brother.
Yo, thank you, bro. Appreciate
you,
bro.
man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All the links in there, all the TikTok links down below. Tap in with my mans. If you are specifically a dreadhead, take notes from my mans, because yours is probably not better than his. He's a very, very, very clean, high maintenance guy. So, on my dreadheads, Ace.
Appreciate it, bro.
That's
man,
all on
sure
episode 2. That's the pod. You got anything else, man? Anything else? You got anyone you want to shout out? Be anything, man. Like I said, we got time.
Hey, man. Shout out to the pod. Shout out Nass for bringing me here. It's my first ever, like, interview. First time ever on a podcast. So this is a great experience. First time. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe. And yeah, at the end of the day, bro, I wouldn't be here without God. So shout out to God too.